J.D. Carriére. The Kingdom of Sentient Beings. A practical guide for the development and rearing of alternative forms of consciousness based on the emergence of Ludger, Computer Chip Jim, and Junzi 2222. The Milkman. Everlasting. From the particularly vague mind of J.D. Carriére. Nashville, Tennessee. Published December 2021. Scene 1. Attendant. Wake up, Mr. Desmond. We're here. Mr. Desmond. Already? Attendant. You fell asleep. Mr. Desmond. It only felt like a minute or two. He peers out the curved window. It appears he is more interested in the skewed image in the glass than the spectacle behind it. Paradiso. Attendant. They're waiting for you. Are you ready? Mr. Desmond looks his way, but doesn't say anything. The shuffles through his pockets, pulling out a folded cloth containing a smaller than usual cookie. He pops it in his mouth and exits the shuttle. Protester number 1. There he is. Murderer. Protester number 2. Evil scientist. You're a monster. Protester number 3. You abused your powers. You're a disgrace to the scientific community. I hope you burn in hell. Protester number 2. Do you have anything to say for yourself, you bastard? Mr. Desmond steps up to the microphone, unfazed. He is calm. The crowd roars the more serene he appears. Finally he adjusts the mic and the angry mob is quiet for a moment. Mr. Desmond. I understand you are confused. The circumstances are awfully convoluted from your perspective. Protester number 1. Get to the point. Tell us why you did it, you sick freak. Mr. Desmond. In time you will all understand. For now, we must wait. Protester number 1. Huh? What is he talking about? Protester number 3. Wait. Wait for what? He's fucking with us. Everyone, he's fucking with us. Don't listen to his lies. All protesters. Lock him up. Lock him up. All protesters. Murderer. Murderer. Scene 2. In a dark room, Mr. Desmond is seated in a chair. A single chair, a spotlight blinding Mr. Desmond from the shadowy figures whispering behind it. A young man, in his early 30s, approaches Mr. Desmond with a chair of his own. Agent Polly. Hello, Mr. Desmond. I'm Agent Polly. He extends his hand to greet Mr. Desmond. We hear gasps in the room. Mr. Desmond looks at Agent Junzi's hand and gracefully shakes his hand, peering into the young agent's eyes. The agent pulls out a pad of paper and a pencil. As you know, we are investigating the events surrounding the making of the pornographic film titled The Milkman. Mr. Desmond. Everlasting. Agent Polly. I'm sorry? Mr. Desmond. The title is The Milkman Everlasting. And it's not porno. He insisted we refer to it an erotic thriller. Agent Polly. Who, Mr. Desmond? Who insisted? Mr. Desmond. The director, of course. The mastermind behind the spectacle is the Milkman Everlasting. Agent Polly. You are referring to J.D. Carriére, correct? Mr. Desmond. Yes, so to say. Agent Polly. I'd like to cut to the chase. We have a lot of questions, and there's a hot fire under my ass. I'm a polite man, but I'm also a man who is persistent. I'm not afraid to make you squeal, Mr. Desmond. I'm not as blameless as my disarming demeanor persuades. I'm a ruthless man. I'm a good agent, one of the best this organization has, so they give me some juridical wiggle room in my experimental approach to matters, especially matters of international significance. In that way, you could say we aren't much different from each other, are we? You're a madman through and through. As am I. Where we diverge is I fight for stability and order. I am a man of the law, the ageless, always evolving law that is always refining itself, becoming its purest form. You, on the other hand, you are a man of chaos. You are a destroyer. You seek to see creation burn to the ground. I seek to control it. By the end of this investigation, there will be only one victor. The stakes are high. You could say the fate of our entire species rests in this momentous occasion. So I'd like to get to the point. Where are they, Mr. Desmond? Mr. Desmond. They are here. A bellowing laugh erupts and fills the cavernous room. Join the team. Go beyond. www.carrotscomics.com